Howdy folks, how are we doing? Had a few issues on the previous little stream, so sorry if you got caught up in those. Yeah, so I'm back playing fly fishing. I'm really quite enjoying this deck so far. The Outer Rim Smuggler is the new addition to the team, and I'm trying swapping out the Rebel Trooper. I had one game with him as early on as you might have seen, and he was okay. Didn't light the world on fire, but of course the big thing that I've made the changes with this deck is to bring in another second chance from the original build, which only had one in, and sticking an ammo belt, because that combination just seems crazy stupid good at the moment. So I wanted to have two targets for that really strong ability. So we'll see how the deck's playing out now, and see whether that's good enough. Is just having removal slightly better? You know, another 4 cards worth of removal. It's so situational, but maybe, I don't know, and maybe having the trooper there with the guardian is going to be better. But I feel like because second chance and ammo belt, if you can get it to go off, is so good, I feel like it's probably worth giving it a good go. So let's move it over to our stream here, and let's get ourselves into a game. We'll host a server because it's just tidier that way, and you guys get a slightly smoother watching experience. Let me just check our stream is going okay. Looks sort of alright over there. Do shout up if there's any issues. Right then, so we're going to have a 2-player game. We've got 3 characters, and we'll wait for someone to jump in here. We'll get our fly fishing with the smuggler. Oops, a daisy. With our smuggler available, and then we'll get ready. Now, the big thing that I'm trying to test out here is whether I really make use of Outer Rim Smuggler's ability or not. Right, we've got someone in. Let's see if he is happy with me streaming. I'll promote him. If I stream us Firewolf. Well, that's always a cool name. Hello, Firewolf. Tabletop Simulator to Firewolf. Are you receiving? This is a very lovely cup of tea. Firewolf is being particularly unresponsive. That doesn't bode well. He's been promoted. Let's see, is he in there? No, he's not. Mr. Firewolf, I might have to boot you very shortly. Because we need to do some testing. We got some fly fishing to do. Yeah, let's just kick. Very strange. Apologies, Firewolf, if you were looking for a proper game. That just didn't seem quite right there. So we'll see what happens. So the big things, I want to see if Outer Rim Smuggler works better in fly fishing than the Guardianing Trooper. I just want to try it out because of that combo. Some of the things that it does change up though, it makes, I've noticed that cards like, and I've kept it in for the moment, but promotion. See, I really like promotion on Akbar. Getting that extra thing of focus, of course, allows those all-ins to really go big. And so I really like promotion. I love the draw an extra card, but of course draw an extra card doesn't synergise with our Outer Rim Smuggler, who wants to play out all the cards from the hand. So I'm kind of a little bit on that as to what seems quite the best. As to whether, could I swap it out for something? I mean, I could swap it out for something like supply lines. That'll get me some more resources. It's got a nice big reroll on it as well, which is always helpful. But it's another support, which is of course a bit slow, and this is a deck that already is running quite slow anyway with its with 3PO and Falcon and 3 characters. So that'll be interesting to see whether I feel like when I'm seeing promotion, am I just ditching it all the time because now I've only got the one target for it, and pretty much everyone's going to go after Akbar really early on. So it makes me feel like, is it really worth it? But then of course, I do have rearm. If they're sensible, they'll get rid of Akbar first anyway. So I just don't feel like we're going to see it enough to play it enough, because the amount of times, if you see it second round, Akbar will have 2 or 3 damage on him. I'd play it then. But if it's third round and he's got 5 or 6, I don't really want to use up one of my precious resources to play that onto him. So yeah, it's kind of that could be quite hit and miss really as to whether that's really worth playing. And then I just feel like it's a slightly suboptimal slot in the deck. That could be some more removal. The difficulty then, of course, is if you start taking out promotion, which is 2 red cards, 2 red upgrades. Rearm is now only hitting 8 targets instead of 10. That's not so cool. And I start thinking, well, if I've got 2 yellow characters in, should I perhaps be thinking more about having something like the ambush, the DL44 heavy blaster, which is I really like that card. It's a bit more removal in. It's ambush, we need speed up. I just feel like there's lots of potential. There's so many things that we can do with fly fishing. That's why I'm quite excited just to test this out and see what do I like, what do I dislike, what's working, what isn't. Right, we got a new player. Yeah, okay, if I stream our game, we've got Bryant. I wonder what he's going to bring to the table today. Okay, he's happy with us streaming, so we're good. Let's get going. Sorry, it was a slightly longer wait there, gang. Okay, looks like Han Ray. Oh no, Pomaz. This will be a stiff test for this deck. Okay. Yeah, this will be fun to see. I believe I think this is one of the most explosive, most competitive teams in the meta at the moment. I think this could really push my removal and whether I have enough or not. Let's see. Matchup for this deck. Okay, well, I've seen a second chance and an ammo belt early. Now there's a promotion early and a scout. Just I haven't got any removal there. I mean, I could draw into it potentially off the promotion. I think this is going to be too much early on. I really want to see second chance and ammo belt this early. I'm going to have to chuck them, aren't I? Yeah, you need an explosive start with a deck like this, and I need some removal against that as well. And let's see what we get. It's not terrible. Got some tricks as well. Could put out quite a bit of damage. Could suddenly spike potentially quite a bit. Well, let's see how it goes. Pomaz is going to be difficult for a deck like this to beat, but this is the kind of matchups that it needs to be able to beat. So we've got 6. I'm going to have to play with hours, which is very annoying. And that is probably wrong right there. I'm just not sure. Drawn the electroshock, thankfully. Right. Well, clearly I'm going to electroshock the 2. I want to just get those Podice off the table. See, again, this is where if I had my Guardian Trooper, I'd quite like it. Okay, so he hasn't got... He's just going to hit me for 4, isn't he? Which is copeable with. 3. And he's going to resolve the other one. No. Okay. Let's roll in Akbar. One thing is, he might end up using up quite a lot of cards potentially. But if he gets his post specials off. Right, I've got logistics to play, so that's going to be the business. We'll do that. We get ourselves 2 resources. Oh, I do love that card in this deck. He's going to get another resource. This is where I start feeling like I can just do what I like. I quite like Scout on Akbar, but let's spread the love around a little bit just so I can use it this turn. Okay, he's passing, so let's do this so that I can hopefully hit something exciting. Okay, just a resource. Oh, I'd quite like to have hit the special there, but he's going to have some removal here. Okay. Where's he gone to there? It's a little bit weird. Still passing. Okay. I want to stick this damage. Interesting. Let's. I need to focus on Poe. Let's get 5 damage onto Poe. We're gonna have Field Marshal here, I'm guessing. Field Medic even. Okay. I quite like just taking the resources here. Onto that, and then I'll take resources so I can actually have a nice reversal available for next turn. I'm going to keep the all in, we'll draw 3, only 4 damage at that first turn. Now I've got the big reversal, hopefully he rolls one of the damage sides, he doesn't. Ugh, that means Maz is so going to roll into focus. I'm going to get hit for something big. Okay, so I'll probably need to start spreading the joy here. I need to get dice out so I can be doing damage. Or do I just get Akbar out now? I'm not going to put anything else on Akbar because he's clearly gone for him first. Let's just roll him out so that I'm making him have to think about it. Okay, so we've got focus again, that's nice, and another resource. Okay, I'll have to remove that. Here we go, and you can resolve that, remember, so a very good card on Maz. Oh, he's rolled a focus. So resolve the focus to the special and hit me for thermal debt. Yes. It's always thermal detonator. Right, we're gonna need to get some guns on the go here. Otherwise we're just gonna fall behind the damage curve. I want to keep reversal available, I think, so let's get this on. Discard into reroll, yeah, it's a big card. Must have another one in his hand. Okay, he's rolled the 1 disrupt, that's a bit naff. think if I get this in, I at least threaten the scout then. Oh, hit the disrupt. That's annoying. Oh my goodness. He got big cards in hand. Discarding the falcon, and he's whiffed. However, he can focus Poe to a special. I really feel like I should be dealing with that, but I don't really see what I can do to deal with it. I can't get a discard off. Doesn't feel good all inning, but I think I'm going to have to. Ugh. Really? Just to get the most out of Akbar, otherwise Akbar is going down. That's naff. Actually, I could all in for the discard, but then I won't. Okay, I'm going to do this. All in. So focus for 2. I'll put this to the special, and then I'll put this to the 2. I'll take a resource, yeah, and then I'll do 2 to Poe. He's focusing that to the 3. Now I can reverse all that. Had to play for it that way really, I think. He's on 9. Question is, can I do the damage quickly enough? I haven't even used this guy yet. Come on. He's got no resources, but typical. I just really Ooh. There's rearms. I don't really want to get rid of the blaster rifle though. I don't really want to get rid of C3PO though. They're both tough. Ugh, he's not done it. Okay, so we'll take the 1 shield onto him there, but I don't think it's going to make any difference. That's a bit of a shame. If I, oh yeah, yes, thank you. If I'd played 3PO out, yeah, I always forget Akbar's ability. Definitely need to get used to playing with him. What have we got here? Second chance and ammo belt. Well, second chance isn't going to save Akbar, but well, electroshock if he does roll the special on Poe. He's going for it. Okay, I can't electroshock that. That's annoying. That is very annoying. This is really bad because he could go like a super special here. He's got all sorts of options depending on what he's got in his hand. He's upgrading that again. Yeah, promotion will come out. He'll roll. It's not good. Yeah. So he can pay the 1, kill Akbar. Wah, wah, wah. Miss out 2 resources there. Well, Still one. Okay, fair enough. Right. This is like, do I just electroshock the Poe dice? I want the resources, that's what I want. But I also want to get the killing damage out. Okay, well there's killing damage, he's got to deal with that. If I can kill Poe, happy days. He's got 4 cards, has he got removal? He's got 2 resources. This is crunch time. What's he got? Flipping dug in. Yeah, that'll do the business. It's not something I can deal with. Oh, taking a gamble on It's a Trapping. Rolled resources. Okay, so the second chance is up for grabs. Yeah, that's it. Put it to that. So now I can not quite do enough damage because that's got no damage on it. I still need to play it though, don't I? Yeah, well it's a trap. I think I have to. Set that to the +2. That can't do anything and that can't be changed because it's only red dice. And then with my ambush, he's not going to be able to do something crazy here, is he? No, I'll just do the 5 damage to Poe, and he's 1 away. I can re-roll for the kill. But Maz can do it. So this is tense. Where's he going to put? He's going to put 3 onto the smuggler, leaving him with just the 1. So, oh no, he's not. That's a lie. He's going to put it on here. Now, here's the thing. Do I try and re-roll for that damage? I think I have to, don't I, really? Okay. Well, that'll do it. Unless he's got some more removal. Ah, he's got a field medic. Rubbish. I'll keep him alive. Might have some more removal here. We'll do that too. Yikes. Okay. Yeah. Oh, he just had the cards to keep Poe alive. That's so frustrating. Did I make a misplay? Could I have eked out a little bit more? I really don't feel like it's sensible. As much as Ammo Belt is clearly amazing with second chance, I haven't got 4 resources. I'm going to need to use the electroshock. I think I need to keep the second chance around. But let's draw 3. I don't know if that was the right one to do, but there we go. No. Oh, that blaster. Oh, he's got so much damage to roll now. This really could be the dead hide gun. In which case I think it'll be game if that's the case. You can focus and the 3, there it is. Yeah, okay, that's probably game. In fact, I'll concede it just because I don't know actually. I'll play it out just for the sake of playing it out. It's a little bit awkward, but I'm going to have to do this, try and make sure he gets a bit of damage out. I need those damage sides. Oh, I've got 4 hit points and I need to be second chancing. Can't electroshock it. He has got no money at the moment though. Just got to roll it in. I feel like perhaps playing out C3PO earlier on when I had the chance to, oh, I've double blanked, would you believe it? Well, I needed some rolling in my favour here really, yeah. If I was going to stand any chance, and that's probably just clobbered it. Ouch. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Yeah. I'm not feeling this Outer Rim Smuggler, you know, guys. I think I'll play one more game with him. He's just rolled the same roll. Can I really discard the second 3PO? That feels a bit silly, but I can't discard second chance. And I need the electroshock to stay alive. 3PO doesn't keep me alive. It's just not enough. I just can't roll it. Yeah, I'll concede. I'm happy to go again. I think I'm going to do another one here because that just it was getting there. You should get a resource on a smuggler. Could have rearmed the pistol, didn't put in the graveyard, could still equip to your dead high gun. Good spot, no brainer. Very good spot. Make sure this goes into your graveyard when characters die. It's not graveyard, that's the discard pile. And of course we've got now the set aside area. So we mustn't forget that when characters are defeated. Up to you, Bryant. Again, I didn't feel like I played that well. I mean, yeah, I could have rearmed a pistol there. I feel maybe I'm not doing fly fishing. Maybe I'm doing it a disservice here by not playing quite on it enough. This is the thing. Maybe I shouldn't be live streaming trying to get my head around playing with heroes. But this is like a really fascinating exploration really into almost like a new pool of cards to be playing with. It's so different when you're making the decisions. But I just feel like on that last game, my decision making wasn't quite on it. And obviously I'm like No Brainer pointed out, I'm missing some important things there. So, but this deck needs to be able to beat this deck. I mean, it was close. We nearly had Poe. We had a really tight round there. Yeah, well, let's see what happens in this next one. Okay, we've got early promotion, an early logistics, and an early 3PO. That's so good. The ammo belt. Do you know what? This ammo belt second chance, as much as I think it's really stupid, I'm not wanting to play it at the moment. That last round, I just didn't have the resources. I would have played it if I could, I guess. Do I want to keep that? Not going to be able to play it first turn. No. I'd like some removal, please. Okay. Could actually play out quite a lot this turn. That could be quite good. What have we rolled? 1, 3. Yes. Stick 1 on Akbar and 1 on that smuggler. Mind you, did leave that smuggler to the end, didn't he? Chuff it. I'm going to stick both on Akbar. Come at me, bro. Right, let's get rid of this. What's he done? Maz's goggles, great. So he's going to hit and run then, or logistics. I'm going to promotion him now anyway. I don't care if he manages to hit that. Unfortunately, no removal for first turn. It could be horrifically painful. Great, there's the special. Let's hit and run. Just because I feel the need for speed. Okay, and that means I can actually do the logistics, which is what I will do because I don't want Maz's goggles going off on me. Right, the 1 damage. I can get 3PO out. And I can get both of these out, so that's quite a nice early turn, and I can get my Outer Rim Smuggler then as well. Okay, so he's going to do a special. Thermal detonator, perchance? Yeah, of course. It's always thermal detonator. Whenever you play against Pomaz. They always have a thermal detonator in hand. And he's going to take a shield, some damage, a resource. Nope. So let's think we'll play out 3PO. The more I've played with 3PO, whilst I acknowledge he is really powerful, I do also feel the slowness with him. Ugh, big re-roll incoming. This could be all sorts of pain. A disrupt, 2 blanks, and okay, well. Oh, interestingly now, I don't really want. Mind you, he's not going to disrupt 1, is he? No, he's not going to disrupt 1. He'd be really silly to disrupt 1. He'll stick a damage on hired gun. Yeah, he's not going to disrupt. He's going to try and, yeah, that would be just really bad for him. Oh dear. Oh, he has rolled double focus though. Oh, I need to get my resource from that. I remembered! Way! I get 3PO in now or start threatening. He's got 1 card in hand, the 1 resource. Oh, let's get him in. Because if he rolls something tasty, which he didn't, right, big focus. I haven't really got a way of dealing with whatever he focuses to here. I ain't got no guards in hand, just a 2, so 3 damage, which isn't going to kill anyone at the moment, so that's good. I hope I hit a flipping focus here. Oh, damn it. What do you do? 3 to this. Yeah, okay. Right, so here's where I've got to get jiggy with it, because I'm going to... Oh, this is naff. I need to turn that into a focus so that I can focus that into the 2 so that I can get 4 damage out. Oh, what a horrible use of... that's what I'm going to have to do. So I'll turn that into focus. No, the wrong one. Not that one into focus. This one into focus. It's focus. It's focus. To resolve this to the... there. Yeah, he's got it. He's going to claim, get his... What's he going to go? Get the thermal detonator back. Whatevs. I'm going to turn this to the... because I need to get some damage off that. Set this to the that. damage. 4 to Poe. Oh, damn it. Okay, I managed to hit that. That's good. So that's got me 2 extra damage out of the turn. Missing the Outer Rim Smuggler there. What a doofus, but hey, we still got 2 damage out of it, so yep. Get a resource. Okay, so that was interesting. Getting it all played out, and the Outer Rim Smuggler extra resource, and look, I started with 3 on the next turn, and I'm 2 upgrades and a support up. That was better, wasn't it? Unfortunately, I need to keep Hired Gun alive. I can't see unless... Okay, I've got electroshock that one away, but I can't see it happening. Oh, for that Guardian, hey? It's a lot of dice he's rolling. And he's rolled a focus. Ugh. Special thermal debt. Yeah. I think we... Yeah. This deck, it does feel like it's whatever they manage to roll with as long as they roll well. There's not many decks that can stand up to Pomaz at the moment. Look at the state of this. This is really not looking good. Maybe I should be more aggressively discarding. Oh, it's just so hard to know. Why is he deliberately chosen to get a resource there? That makes me very suspicious. I've not got any tricks here now. That needs to go into there because he died. Remember that. Well, I've got to make sure Akbar does the business this round. What's he got? 2. He's probably got Doug at defensive position. That would suck. Because of that, I'm going to roll this first in case it rolls something. Yeah, I'm going to use that, strangely enough. See what he does. Yeah, okay. Well, I'll then... Do I discard? Do I discard? Yeah, he's taking it. It's fine. He's going to take a shield onto Poe. Right. I'm really getting behind in the damage stakes here, aren't I? Not cool. And Akbar's trying to catch up with the damage. Oh dear me, it's just horrible playing this deck when they get that graveyard with recurring those detonators. We have got very little good stuff to do here, you know. There's a resource. No benefit to taking that. Could logistics that, but let's keep it available for... I'm going to reroll. I'm going to reroll that. Still no focus, but a bit of damage. Oh my goodness. You know when you're fighting a losing battle? I think this feels like the very definition of fighting a losing battle here. I'm not going to turn anything of those into anything exciting. Let's take the 2 resources I use this to turn this into that. And we'll 1, 2, 3 damage him. And then we'll pay 3. Akbar armed to the teeth, only because the smuggler's about to die. Oh, and I gain a resource. Okay, 1 removal, but hit and run all in. Now that could be the business. That could kill Poe, couldn't it? He's on 5, so I'll need to do 7 to him. The potential is there. Yeah, so that'll be the dead smuggler. These cards should be going to my set aside area. He's doing 2 there. Yeah, okay. Okay, Akbar, it's your chance to shine. You have 3 health left. This would be hilarious. Look, if I can just kill Poe, then I shall feel like I've done vaguely well. Oh, we've hit the 2 focus. That's good. Is it even enough damage? Is it even enough damage? If I all in now, I don't think it even is enough damage, is it? All in, so we turn. Oh, damn it, it's not going to be enough, is it? It's not going to be 4, 5, I can do 6. That could go to a +2. I need to do 7. That's so disappointing. Actually, could I? No, if that was on that. I've done the 1. I could turn that into the 2. Focus that, turn that into the... No! Because I haven't got a black side then. No, 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 no. Yes, I can still, because I could got the pay side on there, haven't I? So I can turn this to that one and that one, which means 6 damage. Cunningham just can't count. Oh well, never mind. Either way, it was close. Did I miscount there? Probably should have 3PO in. 3PO could have made the difference. I can still flank. He's got dug in. Oh dear. Yeah, my deck isn't quite there. It's just not quite there to challenge Pomaz. Do you know what? I'm literally going to claim now and just let... actually, I'll pass. Eesh. You never know. 4 cards. He might roll badly. What do we get here? Yeah, okay. Well, we'll flank. No, I can't even flank. GG. I'll pass. Yeah. Oh, it's just not quite there, gang. Unless of course you're noticing some big misplays that I made in there. At the moment I feel like it's just not quite there enough to be able to deal with... yeah, I mean, should I have taken the extra time to get the 3PO dice in? I don't think it would have actually made... I don't think I had enough dice and faces to get enough damage anyway. If you guys are chatting away in chat, I still have yet to get it up on my screen so that I can watch you guys chatting. I'll just pass again. Oh, no, it was only just activated. No, he just discarded reroll, didn't he? Oops. Right, I can take a resource. That's exciting. Can I stay alive? The answer to that is no. Is he picking anything? Doesn't look like it. Okay. Yeah, I think I should have just claimed. I should have claimed quite a lot earlier. Oh well. I don't think it's going to get me the Poe kill anyway here. Get my resources. So a massive reversal to save the game. Yeah, there it is. GG. Okay, I'm just going to say thanks to him, and I'll just do a quick little debrief of what I'm learning about the deck and some changes that I'm going to make to it. Oh, he's just being nice to me. Cheers, bud. Enjoy the content. He's off. Okay. No, let's stay on here. Okay, so a couple of things then that I'm learning about this deck. It is quite slow, and what I'm not feeling like that I was getting with the old fly fishing is that I'm in control. I just don't feel like that with this. Now, of course, I played fly fishing in an Awakenings meta, and it's possible that just because of how Spirit of Rebellion is now, there's just more general power in the game that makes me feel like the control that I had in Awakenings, which dealt with stuff, is kind of getting a bit overwhelmed. I mean, that's a really good example. You lose the initial die roll. That shouldn't happen very often with this deck. I mean, we've got quite a lot of big sides in it, so, and three and four dice of them as well. And I feel like we're probably not going to lose the initial roll very much, but I mean, if you're going against POMAS with their battlefield and they see the thermal detonator early, 3-character deck, it's going to be really hard work. Now, it may well be that there's just too much power in the meta for fly fishing and how I've built it or how I'm playing it to be able to cope with it. That's two very important different things, of course, how I've built it and how I'm playing it. I've played 3 games now, having put Second Chance and Ammo Belt in, and I feel like they need a lot of resources to make it happen. Now this deck, of course, it can make quite a lot of resources, but what I'm actually finding is that most of the time the cards that I'm playing are these fairly small upgrades, and then I get the odd IQ blaster rifle out. I've got the Falcon out once, and for some reason I don't feel like I'm getting powerful stuff to the board. And I'm not quite sure. Let's just change to the chat so I can see what you guys are chatting. Here is a rating controller opponent, and yeah. Okay. Yeah, exactly. That's a good point, No-Brainer. I just need to work on the deck. I don't feel like I'm in control of what's going on, but I like I said, I did feel like I was in control when it was fly fishing and Awakenings. It's not the same kind of control, perhaps, as I've experienced with Villain, and maybe that's just because these are different. Proactive removal like Field Medic. Well, that is definitely a card that was, of course, in the Awakenings version. But I just feel like, I mean, I had one second chance in the Flyfishing and Awakenings, and I feel like second chance and ammo belt, it just feels a bit too. That's too many cards, and that's too many resources in this type of deck. Maybe Hanrei it'll work and it'll be really good, but yeah, I actually feel like perhaps 2 field medics in this deck could make all the difference. Keep it to 1 second chance, take out the ammo belt, get some more removal in. Those are the kind of things that feel like I'm going to be. It's going to be stronger. Outer Rim Smuggler in that game was better. I really felt like Outer Rim Smuggler was better. That's the best he's performed for me. And again, with adding more events in like Field Medic and so on, I'm more likely to play through my hand, get resources back from Outer Rim Smuggler, and the Outer Rim Smuggler starts to look a little bit better to me again then. But again, still better than a Guardian. Field Medic with Guardian around is with a Guardian on the field is quite nice. Oh, it's really fast. Guys, what do you think? Stick it in live chat. I mean, where would you be leaning to? Do you think having a trooper back in with Guardian is going to be stronger? It makes its trap better because I can get another 2 damage out of it. What are your thoughts? Oh, no worries, Huron. I'm quite happy zooming it. I tend to zoom in just for me actually. Second chance and field medics. Okay, yeah. It's nice when you're playing through something and you come into these sort of conclusions, and then other people who are playing these as well are sort of coming back with, yeah, that's more or less the conclusions that I came to as well. Yeah. Okay, no brainer, yeah. Because at the moment, for me, it's 3PO and there's a Singleton Falcon. And that's largely because, of course, it makes those yellow events a little bit more exciting. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I prefer to go more the upgrades, I think. I like having a Falcon around to take advantage of those events, but I feel like going more heavy on the upgrades is going to result in a deck that can just chuck out loads more dice. I like the red upgrades as well because of its trap. That card is still amazing and still going to win loads of games, and I still think it needs to sort of be quite linchpin to the deck. Dropping down to the 1, yeah, exactly. That's where I feel like having my Guardian Trooper feels like a better fit. The Outer Rim Smuggler is going to be better. You're right. You're outlining it really well, No Brainer. If we go the Outer Rim Smuggler, can make more resources. It's another yellow character. Then yes, you're going to have those second chances in and go more heavy on the supports. I actually just like the explosive damage for 1 die Maz. Oh, hello. Hadn't even considered that. Let's think that through. A single die of Maz. Still got no Guardian. She's bringing obviously quite a powerful ability. It'll feel like it'll speed it up more. This deck tends to rely a bit more on resolving a bunch of range damage all at once. So that doesn't maybe marry with Maz so much. However, she's bringing some more focus. That means you could probably more likely get the bigger damage off things like off the hired gun. Yeah. But yeah. Yeah, I mean that's really changing the deck up. I mean to take out Akbar and change it for a double Maz and stick in the Trooper. I mean, that's the focus, so that still works. What's great about Akbar? The two focus. Um, but Maz with 2 die could potentially be sort of bringing you that, and she speeds everything up a little bit as well. Um, I think you lose the big it's a trap. All in isn't quite so exciting. I think if you put Maz in, yes, it could become a little bit more consistent, but I feel like it's going to become a bit more picky. Um, I think what I'd actually rather do for now is put something like Maz Trooper hired gun almost as another team to explore. What I wanted to do is take this team more or less. I know I changed the one character up, but fly fishing kind of anchors around Akbar. He's the rod for your fly fishing. So, and I feel like changing Akbar out really changes the feel of the deck. Because really, I want to take advantage of it's a trap and hit and run and all ins and make that little series of cards, which I still think is super super strong, and see if we can make that work. So that's what I'm gonna stick for now. Um, uh, and then yeah, maybe we'll change in. I almost do like a Maz as an elite character in this team as another deck almost. Yeah, so I'm just going to take a quick. I'm going to take a break for a bit in a moment, gang, and go and do these changes. But I feel like I actually want to get the Rebel Trooper back in, get the Guardian. I'm going to take out the second chance and the ammo belts. Going to get some more removal in, and just try and feel like I've got more control over the play again, and lean a bit more away from trying to go the sort of supporty route, which I think Outer Rim Smuggler leans more towards. Rebel Commando is a really cool idea. He is one of the ones that I actually quite fancied sticking in instead of the Rebel Trooper. So he's bringing the damage, he's also bringing the discard as well. I don't think suddenly I could stick. Maybe I could stick in Commando Raid. Does that work in this deck? Akbar's ability is so cool. Maybe. It could be really interesting actually. Making that discard could be quite nice. Do you know what? Let's just have it. Let's try it. No brainer. I've actually only got 3 in there. It's only got 2 3POs and a Falcon in the deck. That's all that's in there. I'm gonna take a break now. Say goodnight to the wife, and then I'm gonna put the Rebel Commando in and just see how it plays with the Rebel Commando instead of the Smuggler. Support kit, yeah, your ammo belts and stuff like that, yeah. So I'll be back in just a few minutes, guys, and I'll just talk through some of the changes. Right, I'll see you guys in a bit. Hey folks, so I'm back and I'm just going to go through some of these changes here and talk you through them. Probably won't have time tonight to actually play through another game of this, but if you've been watching the development and what I've been doing with this fly fishing, then you might quite like to see and hear just some of my thoughts on some of these changes, why they're going in, what's working and what isn't. So I'll show you how I set up my cards. Sorry, I'm going to talk a little quieter now. Wife's in bed. How I sort of set up my deck when I'm adjusting it and having a look through it. If you've watched any of my deck tech videos, you might sort of recognise the layout. So we have supports on the side, damagey type cards and defensive type cards, and utility type cards down there. That's in rocket launcher much. Second chance to scout, the nice big shooty sniper rifle, baby blasters, the always important electroshock, although feeling slightly less important these days. All in, my removal goes at the bottom, and the big sort of tricksy type cards, or cards that more directly push my deck strategy forward, I always put in the top left up there, which hit and run is one of those. Okay, and more utility cards are put in the middle there. I've only got the one, it's a trap, that needs to go up now that I'm going to change it to Rebel Commando. Quite excited to try out Commando. No, this needs to go up there, and these need to come down to here. Okay, so first things first, let's swap him for a Commando. Rebel Commando. How does that look? Yeah, looks quite exciting. Oh, I counted wrongly. What are we at? 11, 21. Yeah. 14. Balls. Yeah, I'm not so excited to try it with Commando because he'd too many points, and I'm not going down to one Akbar die. Okay, that's fine. I am going to go back to the Rebel Trooper though, and these just need to come out. These are just not working at all. They just aren't doing the business. We've got 3 cards that we can take out. See, I really liked reversal in the old deck. I mean, I really liked reversal in the old deck. So much so I actually ran 2 copies of it, and I used it. I frequently used it. Perhaps I should think about... No, I can't countenance data pad in here. Can I? Nah. I think... I mean, these 4 are great here. I really love these. These smaller ones are really excellent. The blaster pistol's great. I mean, Scout, you can recur even with the rearms. And the rearms help us to get this good stuff out. Why have I only got 1 blaster rifle? I thought I had 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 18, 19, 22, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I could have sworn I'd built it with two of those in. Which I do like having. The difficulty that we've got here is I really feel like I need an extra It's a Trap and an all in, because every time I see those they are scary. Now we've got space for one more card. Some more removal would be useful. I've gone up against a lot of specials and it feels like Rebel Assault. It is a good card. It could easily go in here. But what I'd really like to get is some more. Am I being greedy? I've got 6 cards for that really are adding damage apart from the Falcon. Because I mean, you get a little bit out of promotion, but it's not a lot. I feel like I should have another of those IQAs in there. Rocket launcher just is a bit expensive. If I got another rocket launch IQA in there. Now that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 is our 30, and it feels slicker. It feels better with the extra It's a Traps and all in. It feels better having lost just a 1 second chance to go on this hide gun is really nice, but we haven't got any extra removal in. So is this where we take out the Falcon? Now the old deck we had a Falcon and we had a launch bay in, and it felt like we get some bigger stuff in. 3PO, he is slow, but he's super good. I mean, in this deck with all the 3s around, turning that into 3 resources, or into, turning these damages into 3 resources, or 3 disrupt, 3 discard is really good. But my question is, would I be better off just having, say, another removal card, and then, yeah, maybe like U-Wing or something like that? I like it going more upgradey and more events. I do feel like some extra removal would be really good. Perhaps a disarm. I mean, a disarm could be super cool in the deck, actually. It's removing my damage dice, which I really dislike because I want to be doing it. I mean, could I even countenance putting in another rocket launcher? It's just too expensive, isn't it? I've got too much stuff that's just too expensive. I don't have quite enough removal. However, I've got the Guardian back in there, so I feel slightly less need for removal. What is interesting is looking at this lot, I'm actually not using a lot of Spirit Rebellion cards at all. In fact, I'm using 5. It's literally 3PO, those 2 A180s, and that rocket launcher, isn't it? That is quite fascinating because it's not a great deal. That really isn't very much of the new stuff. And what I do, another card that I was looking at is Salvo. Range down against each of an opponent's characters. And of course, late game, well, that becomes I feel like there's better cards I could use for that. That feels like a meta card. If there's, lots of 3 and 4 character decks, then it becomes really good. So I think I'll keep that in mind as a bit of a meta card to use. Lothcat. Yeah. I feel like there's lots of powers come in with Spirit of Rebellion, and I just don't think we're really taking advantage of it. I think maybe Rebel Assault, because it's dealing with Sith Holocron, it's dealing with Poe, it's dealing with quite a lot of cards. The only thing is with Poe is they go faster, they tend to get that special in early, and I am not going to have dice out to be able to use Rebel Assault, which is the drawback of that one. Let me just double check Lothcat again. Isn't that the one? Oops. Loth. Cat and mouse. Move one of your dice and move one of theirs. I guess it's good when you haven't rolled anything out. Maybe I should just put another one. Maybe I should put one of those in. Do I run one 3PO? I start thinking maybe I just don't run 3PO then, but it's so good. Yes, I do like Sabotage. And the thing is, Sabotage is quite nasty against this deck when I've got these 6 1 costs, but I've got lots of cards I can ramp over them, so if I see an Imperial Inspection, I think I can sort of deal with it. It's only got those cards it's going to hit, and I'm just going to write over those, overwrite those. So I think this deck can sort of deal with an Imperial Inspection. I won't chuck in Sabotage just for that. Planetary Uprising, however, is an issue. But until that gets just bigger in the meta with lots of people playing it, again, I don't really. I think I'd rather have removal. What cards we got? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, with 1 over, I'd have to take out. Do I really take out a 3PO? He's too good, surely. I want to take out a rearm. Take out one of the all-ins. Take out one of the hit and runs. No, take out one of the all-ins, it would be better. Oh, but all-in's so powerful. It's like every time I see it, I'm like, oh, okay, now it's potentially on. You're basically never going to play reversal. Let's think it through. Yeah, it's really situational, isn't it? I think the old deck you did, I played reversal a lot in the Awakenings meta. And there's a lot of big dice around now, no-brainers. That's my thing. Okay, Falcon helps to make it a lot better too. I've got lots of focus. I forgot about field medics. Yeah, I forgot about field medics. I do want those in. Yeah, let's make that change. Let's make those changes and we'll count it as those. So we'll keep reversal around Lothcat and let's get those field medics in. Now again, we have not got a lot of SOR going on in this deck. We really haven't. The things that SOR have brought is a 3PO and a couple of better, bigger guns that we can play out. I don't know. What do you reckon, guys? You look at that. Does that excite you? That set of cards there? Do you think, flipping heck, that's going to be tough to deal with right there? it's a really good point, Michael, that 3PO, as I've said a couple of times, he feels quite slow. And I feel like we do want to go faster rather than slower. We're not going the supports style build of fly fishing. Maybe this deck just would be better taking those supports out. Dun dun dun. I mean, having one launch bay in over and above Falcon makes me think, yeah, I quite like that. I mean, and that special is really good, but we've taken out reversal. We've only got 2 electroshocks. We get it out so infrequently. Or U-wing. I mean, no, I like launch bay better over U-wing, I think. Launch bay is going to generally be bigger damage for us, isn't it? Which yeah, the holdout blaster is one of those things that I never used in the original fly fishing, and I never missed it. But I think it could be a good shout with the increased speed of this new meta. Everything just seems to be going that little bit faster, and if I can get that holdout blaster onto Akbar early, don't mind that being redeployed. Oh, that could be a good shout, you know. That could be a really good shout. It's a 2 cost, which I don't like, but it still makes it easier for us to get up to that 3. I can't rearm it, which is a bit of a shame. That's quite a big change, sticking in a holdout blaster, but let's go for it. It's a great suggestion. Let's go with it. It feels a bit bolder, a bit more exciting, and we do want to go faster. We do want to be able to do more damage, and I love redeploy. I originally had bowcaster in this deck. It was too expensive, but blimey, redeploy on that bowcaster is so good. So we can take Falcon out, and maybe go with the launch bay, and I think that's going to be our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 20, 2, 4, 6, 8, that's 30 there. So if we, that is 30 there actually. 16, 18, 22, 4, 6, 8. Yeah. I don't really want to take one of the 3POs out, but 1 3PO, 1 launch bay. Launch bay can't die to rocket launcher. Oh, it's not a vehicle, of course. That's a really good shout. It's just so powerful in every way. It's so much better now than Falcon with reversal out. I mean, I used to run Falcon and 2 reversals in the old deck. So, right, here we go. There's a lot of changes here. Let's have a look at this, because I'm feeling like that's a bit more exciting, what we just changed to. Really interesting. Those 2 holdout blasters. Taking out Scout. I'm not totally sure on that. We've got 2 targets for promotion now, but I don't really want to ever stick promotion on the Rebel Trooper. He's just there to suck up the damage. It's looking more exciting, isn't it, gang? It's looking more damagey. But again, are we literally the only Spirit of Rebellion cards in there? Is these 2 3POs and then these 3 upgrades? That's literally it. I think what I'll have to do is play a couple of games with this again and just see. I mean, if something like this isn't lighting the world on fire, then maybe fly fishing just isn't quite there anymore, or maybe it just needs to be a very different build. Anyway, last thoughts. Anyway, it doesn't go well with it's a trap. Don't need logistics anymore. What? Yeah. Let's take his cheaper, faster, perfect logistics. Yeah. I'm not going to take out logistics. It's a brilliant card. That's basically a 2 of in just about every build with Akbar I tend to use. Those extra 2 are so good to get another holdout blaster, or baby blasters. Get a cheeky field medic off, save a character. Oh, there's just so many things. All ins and still be able to pay for hired guns. No, logistics is staying in. I think this is pretty much. I think I'll have a go with this build. One of Red Awakenings, that bar, double commando. Yeah, maybe. I guess one of the things that I've done here is I've pretty much gone back to an Awakenings build. This is really close to my Awakenings build. I had a launch beer and I also had a Falcon. There's a couple of cards I would change here and there. It's actually mostly obviously these 3, but it was slightly more supports the Awakenings one, whereas this is trying to go faster. And I think these 2 really, they make that happen. And the hired gun, the Rebel Trooper, is just going to keep, well, either of them alive. Now you could say, well, wouldn't you be actually just better off having another hired gun? It's just become so heavy on resources, and I feel like the Trooper almost, it doesn't quite double this, but you're not doing anything else with Trooper other than using him to absorb damage and stick out a bit of damage now and again. He's such a good character in this deck. I don't know really why I considered taking him out. It was worth a try with the Outer Rim Smuggler though, but what we're looking at here is, I mean, yeah, 1 3PO. I think with so many things going on here, 3PO is one of those ones I'm going to try running 2 in, because there are so many ways in which I can use him. But yes, it's true. I think he probably is going to fit more into the supporty build type. I mean, if I do a support build, which actually would be a really fun thing to explore as well, take some of these cards out and go bigger supports, less upgrades. But I feel like 3PO is still going to get, we're still going to get big value out of 3PO in this type of deck still. So I'm happier with this, but we'll see how it performs tomorrow, because I do need to hit the sack now. So anyway, it's been really fun actually. Thanks for all the input and the, everything you've been putting in chat there. It's been a really cool sort of interactive thing doing this stream, which is kind of what I wanted it to be really. I think most of the time, the majority of the time when I'm doing streaming, it'll be because I'm working on a deck and I want to see how I can improve it, make it better. My Vader Royale deck is still out there and I still want to be having some play with that. I'm just waiting on a bit of software so I can do another video or 2 for that. But I should probably be streaming some of my practice games with that as well, because that's been a really fun deck to work with, and they're quite fast, snappy games. The games with this have been a little bit longer and a bit more intense. But yeah, so fly fishing, pretty much back to an Awakenings build. Really interesting with just a couple of change-ups in. Let's see whether these SOR cards need to come back into it. I'll play a couple of games with this over the next couple of days. Hopefully I'll try and stream those. And we'll see if it's just being rubbish and it's just not pulling its weight. If it's not able to beat Poe Maz, if it's not able to beat Fast Hands Vader Raider with bait and switches and all that sort of thing, then yeah, it's probably one to consign as a fun little experiment, but didn't work. But who knows, maybe this sort of build is actually where it's at. We'll see over the next couple of days when I do the next stream. Anyway, gang, goodbye. and good night. If it's night time for you, it is for me. I'm going to hit the sack. Try, guys.